Welcome back to another episode of the Funko Pop Review. On today's episode, we got the Funko facility in Arizona. Amazon subscription boxes being moved back. We have the 5-piece McNugget set coming out for McDonald's. We have a couple of Star Wars, Leia, Lando, and the Millennium Falcon. We got a Dragon Ball Z guy eating some noodles. And Venom comic book, Jurassic Park. So stick around and let's dive in. Are you ready? Now let's start with the Funko building down in Arizona. I have mixed feelings about this personally. Because I live in the Northwest, I like having my distribution center in the Northwest. It makes it extremely convenient for me because it usually takes a day or two after an order for it to get to me and be done. I mean, really, as soon as it leaves the facility, it takes a day to get to me and I have it. Arizona, I'm curious how that will be. Will I be feeling more like, Midwest, East Coast, taking 3 or 4 days to get to me? I don't know. I've never been to the headquarters personally. Maybe you have. Throw down in the comments if you have. But it's like a 3-hour drive for me. But that's never been a draw for me. I mean, if you have any inkling about the people who live around the headquarters, it is nothing but flippers. I mean, it is ridiculous how many flippers live next to their headquarters. It's like they moved next to the headquarters so they could just flip Funkos. It's ridiculous. If you're a part of the Northwest groups, you see it all the time. People going to the headquarters and getting all kinds of shit. They have been better about it in the past couple of years, for sure, about not letting people just go in and buy all the chases out and all that. They used to be really bad. You would see people post where they had like 5, 6, 7 chases because they sat in the Funko headquarters for 2-3 hours following employees around putting chases up. It was fucking ridiculous.
Man, that sucks! Why?
But you still get it. You still get those people that flip. They can't even wait till they fucking get home and post an appropriate picture for it. They just fucking turn around and flip it. I'm sure Hollywood has the same shit. A line of flippers. Arizona apparently is going to be the next one. Going off on the flipper bullshit. Sorry about that. But let's move into the Arizona. I'm going to go ahead and read the statement from Buckeye, Arizona. CBS 5. It was a news report. A long-awaited announcement in the West Valley is finally here. Iconic pop culture brand Funko is relocating several distribution sites into one mega site. Mega site in Buckeye. The company says it's leasing. Leasing? You would think if they were wanting to put down roots, they'd buy the motherfucking building. I'm sure there's plenty of land around in Arizona just sitting there that you could develop on. But they're going to lease. That doesn't seem like smart business sense to me, but, what do I know?
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
The company says it's leasing a 958,000 square foot facility in Buckeye. Holy shit, that is fucking ginormous. Whew, god damn. Taking up too much space.
Taking up too much space.
Which will distribute Funko Pops, Paka Paka, Funko Games, Loungefly, and Gold. Out of all that shit, the Funko Pops and the Funko Games are all I give a shit about. Loungefly, I'm not too big of a thing on. I think the Gold looks like shit. They look fucking stupid as fuck. Paka Paka, I don't care for it. We had a vending machine of that and like a Think Geek, GameStop. It was stupid. But people were going nuts for it. And much, much more. Officials say the distribution center will include a gym for employees, green outdoor and indoor spaces, and also will host a future retail store. Future retail store. Get ready, Arizona Buckeye. You're going to be having the flippers. With 1,500 solar panels covering 200 parking spots, it could generate 1.24 million kilowatt hours of power. Oh, look at them, falling in line with the green agenda of our government. Demand for Funko products globally is as high as it's ever been. Really? I'm curious because I made a lot of money off Funko when this pandemic hit and the stock prices went through the floor. I bought like Funko stock at like $3.80 or some shit like that. I sold at 24. I made a lot of money off Funko. Let's see. Let's go to my watch list and take a look. Funko. Yeah, that's fucking bullshit. I don't know if it'll come in or not. $18 is what it's at right now. I can tell you right now, the stock price for Funko has been hovering around $16 to $18 for a long time. So I don't really feel the demand is at its highest it's ever been, because we got almost a $30 at one point a stock share, and like I said, I sold at 24. So I don't know about that. The consolidation of several warehouses to one single facility will better improve our customer experience and maximize growth opportunities as our business scales, said Funko CEO Andrew Perlmutter. I don't even know who that is. That's the first time seeing that name. He says Arizona was strategically located because of accessibility to major transportation networks and because the state has a strong talent pool. What that sounds like to me is Arizona will give... Whoa, I'm sorry. Whoa. Frog in the throat. Arizona will give you tons of fucking breaks and all this shit if you just move your facility to our state. Strong workforce, all that good shit. Yeah. Where's Arizona? That's really a shipping hub? To what? From California? Come on. There's a reason why they have one in LA and they have one in Everett. I mean, it comes in off the ship right there. But instead, you're going to have to come off the ship and travel it inland to Arizona now. That's kind of a bullshit statement.
That is such bullshit!
The possibilities of over 300 jobs available to residents benefits Buckeye in the West Valley, which is awesome for Buckeye in the West Valley. Providing our residents the opportunity to work closer to home will improve their quality of life with a shorter commute and a career that pops, added Buckeye Mayor Eric Osborne. Now, we'll see what happens. I mean, we'll see what happens.
Only time will tell.
Hopefully, the hiccups are minimal with the change to them. And in the back of my mind, when I see that you want almost 1 million square feet of space, back of my mind goes, we're not moving shit like we should be moving shit, so we need space to hold shit till it moves. This has been a big problem for Funko in the past, and they got spanked for it in 2019 when they had something like $14 or $15 million in inventory they couldn't fucking move. All the big stores sent all their shit back they couldn't sell, and Funko had to eat that shit. So, I don't know. I'll believe it when I see it. As of right now, this is a lot of hype for me.
When you gonna stop jabbing?
We'll see what happens. If it's growing and doing its thing, then we'll see it get in the 20s on a stock price because investors will start throwing their money at it. If not, I have a feeling Funko might be biting off a little more than they could chew. Anyways, moving on. Hello and greetings from Amazon subscription boxes. We hope you are safe and well. We are writing to let you know that March Funko Marvel Collector Corp subscription box shipment will be delayed due to logistical issues. We continue to work with Funko on a resolution. They provide the following message. Blah, 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 blah. We can't get our shit from Asia, so you're going to have to fucking wait. That's all that is. So anybody who's got subscription boxes and have been keeping up with those already knows that your shit's not coming. I mean, they're still having troubles getting people their January boxes. So I don't know why people thought they were going to get their March. And then we got Doctor Strange. That was March. Then we got, I forget what's coming up next. I've passed on the past 4 or 5 boxes personally. I have the subscription. It's very nice they add that cancel button to it, because you used to have to cancel the order and then subscribe again after to get back for the next box. Anyways, so no surprise for anybody who's picking up the boxes or doing anything. There's no surprise at all. Moving on. We got Venom, Lethal Protector Part 1 of 6 comic. This is a PX exclusive PX is just a comic book distributor. Glow in the Dark Venom. You know how I feel about these comic book ones. They take up a lot of space for a 4-inch pop.
Taking up too much space.
But if it's your thing, it's your thing. As far as the pop goes itself, pretty stinking cool. Not gonna lie, it's pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
You got the green glow, and this is a glow in the dark if I didn't mention that. You got the green glow coming out of his mouth, dripping onto the ground, which looks really cool. The pose could have been a little better. I'm not gonna lie. But the teeth and the Venom look just make up for so much on this pop. And they do with all the Venom pops. I mean, they just look so cool because of the teeth and the face and all that. Kind of regular pose with his arms up, so it ain't nothing special. Got a brick wall behind him, up to about waist length. And whatever, like, concrete type ground that he's standing on. So it makes up for a kind of a lame pose. Personally, it would be nice if stuff like this was in a regular box. This would be something I would consider picking up if it was in a regular box. But it's not, so I'll pass. Next up, we got Moon Knight. I've been watching Moon Knight, and I gotta say, they really need to pick up the fucking pace on this show. It's really been quite fucking boring.
Boring!
I cannot stand how pussy the character is. He's just a whiny little fucking bitch of a character that robs the show of a fucking badass. It's just super fucking annoying. It's been super annoying to watch the thing. I was telling my old lady when we were watching it, getting towards the end of the last episode, I was like, if this motherfucker doesn't pick up, I'm moving on. Because it's not holding my attention. It's like 3/4 of the show is just fucking bullshit, whiny bastard who just, what am I doing here? Oh, no, you can't control. No, oh, I'm about to get my fucking shit handed to me by somebody pulling my guts through my asshole and handing them to me. Take over. Boring.
Boring!
So, besides that, if you're into the Moon Knight, I get it. The character, when he's actually kicking ass, taking names, is fucking cool as hell. The whole Egyptian god thing, talking to him and all that shit is cool as hell. As far as that whiny bitch of a character, it detracts way too much. So, this Moon Knight, if you haven't seen the show, I won't spoil anything. This version of the Moon Knight is the whiny bitch version of Moon Knight, not the cool cloak and all that cool shit. This is the whiny bitch version. So he's got two little stabs in his hand. He's got a white tuxedo, white kind of lucha minus the colors, head cover, mask. Pose is just kind of legs open, couple of sticks in his hands. Really, the pop is extremely It's very plain, very ordinary.
So very ordinary.
The other guy is like, my old lady thinks he's the anti-hero. He's a hero, but he's the anti-hero. He just standing there with a cane in his hand. He's got a few silver streaks in the hair, which kind of adds the hair. But really, super plain pose, super plain look, super fucking plain indeed.
You're a basic bitch.
Unless you're really enjoying the character, which the actor's doing a very good job of playing this kind of give back to everybody type character, but give back but take type character, I guess. But the pop itself is just, plain. Let's see here. What do we got? We got Moon Knight, glow in the dark, Walmart exclusive. It's the same thing as the common I was just talking about, except the whole thing glows. Except for it looks like the eyes. The eyes don't glow. So I can see people who are in the glow in the dark community picking this bad boy up. Because the sticks and the eyes don't glow, but the whole rest of them glows. And I bet you it's going to look really freaking good lit up.
It is decent! Tell him, lad. It's decent.
So I definitely see that community picking it up. Up next, what do we got? Oh, I kind of moved over there. There we go. We got Dragon Ball Z Wish. WHIS. Wish. Eating noodles. I don't get the whole eating noodle thing. Maybe somebody in the comments can throw that down. Why we keep getting these Dragon Ball Z people eating noodles. I don't get it. Is it something that's prominent in the show that you're like, oh yeah, eating noodles, that's cool? Or is it just like, hey, we're ripping on Asian culture and how they eat noodles all the time, so that's why they're eating noodles, all these different characters. I don't know. It's a Funimation 2021 exclusive. The pop itself is extremely plain. He's just sitting there with chopsticks with noodles on it. So the cup, the noodles, the chopsticks, that's cool. I like how that looks. The pop itself with his eyes closed, eating the chopsticks. His hair is pretty cool. I will admit that. His hair does look pretty cool. It's all like up and swooped back.
Nice hair.
Looks pretty cool. I can't tell too much on the outfit. It looks like he's got like a ring around his neck, some purple kind of cloaky thing. From what I can see, anyways, it's your regular Dragon Ball Z box. The cup of noodles is what really is the cool thing about it. So I guess maybe that's why they do it. I don't know. Other than that, I just don't see this being a very... unless the eating the noodles has this huge thing to do with the show. Anyways, moving on. Jurassic Park has come out with a couple of movie moments. We got Murphy with the Velociraptors. This has got to be from the first movie, if I remember right. I like this for the fact that it has 3 pops in it. You get 2 raptors and Tim Murphy. You don't see that too often where you get 3 pops in one moment or one ride. I'm trying to think of what has 3. The George Washington Crossing of the Delaware has 3 pops in it. I have that pop. This one has 3 pops. I'm trying to think of another one, but I can't, off the top of my head, I can't think of one. Maybe you can throw it in the comments. As far as the moment goes, I do remember the moment, him in the kitchen trying to hide from the raptors, them sniffing him out, them kind of playing around, trying to, and stuff. It's got a kitchen set in it, stainless steel, which is cool. You got all these pots and pans and containers. You got one of the raptors on the stand. You got one raptor on the side sniffing a ladle. And you got dude laying up against it. As far as movie moments go, this is one of the better movie moments they've put out in a long time.
Not too shabby.
I imagine this would look really good out of box too. As far as in-box goes, it looks good. If you're really into that moment, you're going to pick it up. I could see people picking this up anyways, just because of the 3 pops. I mean, at least for somebody like me, I lean kind of towards that because it's unique. You don't see it often. Most moments are only 2. I'd say the vast majority, if not almost all of them are. So next up we got, I forgot that we scroll over. We got Dr. Sadler with Triceratops. She's bent over. I remember this scene from the movie. The Triceratops looks really good. Doesn't look poppy at all outside of the eye. Laying on a hill with some grass, some hay. Honestly, what would make this thing just be absolutely amazing if there was a huge pile of shit behind the Triceratops.
That is one big pile of shit.
You're right.
Because really, that's when you're thinking about this moment, you're not thinking about, she walked up and she was like, poor Triceratops. No, you're thinking about the moment she was like, we got to go digging its shit to figure out what's wrong with it. So I'd like to see a big pile of shit behind the thing. I think that would be a little more hitting home for people. Like, yeah, she went and dug in that fucking mountain of shit. But I guess that could be kind of not appeasing to the eye. The pop, it's the moment itself. I think it's kind of, it is what it is. If you're into that moment, you'll pick it up. If not, it's gonna sit on the shelves. This is definitely one I see sitting on the shelves. You might wait till it goes on clearance. I could see this going on clearance for sure. Next up, we got Jurassic World Expedition exclusive limited edition. I wonder if there's an actual number. Doesn't say. Glow in the dark. This is the Diplosaurus. It looks like the spitting dinosaur that hits the guy in the face, as he's trying to leave with the secrets and shit. You didn't say the magic word.
You didn't say the magic word.
I love that fucking character. He was such a sleazebag. And you got that meme that was like, hey, look over here, this guy's whatever. Nobody cares. See, nobody gives a shit.
Dodson, we've got Dodson here. See, nobody cares.
The pop itself, I've seen this style pop. It's nothing new or special, but it is a cool looking pop. The fans on the side of the head look cool. You got like this little eyebrow kind of thing going back, the teeth, all that. It's one of the better looking dinosaur pops for sure. And I can't tell with this glow, but apparently this glow is like supposed to make them all like really green and gold. I don't know if the whole thing's supposed to light up. I don't know. This is a horrible representation of what the glow should look like. So your guess is as good as mine, but from when this image is showing, it's supposed to be all green and gold. Everything's supposed to glow except the teeth and the eyes and the claws. So there you go. If that's something you're into glow in the dark wise, it might be good. It might not. Who knows? Just looking at the pop, you wouldn't think all this stuff would glow that great, but that's just me. Moving on, we got the McDonald's Chicken McNuggets 5-piece. Looks like we got a scuba diver, somebody who's playing in the gym. We got a firefighter, some type of rock star looking thing, and a cowboy. The McNuggets were not that big for me when it came to McDonald's, so this doesn't hold any nostalgia for me. Grimace, Ronald McDonald, the burglar guy, those were the kind of the things that really hold true. I mean, I'm old enough to know that they used to have playground equipment that had those characters involved with them. Like Grimace, you could go up inside of him and like it was like a caged out area you climb up in, and Ronald McDonald was like a ride, if I remember right, like a kind of teeter-totter thing. Burglar, I think he was just a statue you could stand with. But anyways, I'm not a big fan of 5-packs, 4-packs, 3-packs. Every so often 2-packs make sense to me. These take up a good amount of space, but they are also nice because they're all in one package. They do look good on display next to other pops. They're not super tall. They're the same pop size usually. It's the 4, so you can put it on the shelf next to your stuff, and it looks appropriate, So personally, I'll pass on this, but I can see tons of people jumping on this. If it's like the last 5-pack they did or 4-pack, this is going to go quick, and it's going to go for a good amount of money. Expect flippers to be all up in this shit. I think McDonald's is well aware of that. That's why they're kicking more of these 5 and 4-packs out, because they're aware that flippers are going to grab them and flip them. That's personal thought. Next up, we have Lando Calrissian and the Millennium Falcon. This is a 2022 Galactic Convention exclusive. Now, I can tell you because I own the Han Solo Millennium Falcon, which took me 3 returns to actually get a box that wasn't totally jacked the fuck up. When it first dropped, I picked it up. It took 3 returns. The first one I got was semi-mangled, and I was picky. I was like, for the amount of money I'm dropping on this thing, I want a better box. The second one I got was fucked. It was all fucked up. The third box I got, which was the last box, And I had to tell them, you know, hey, fucking, there was damage to the pop itself, blah, 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 in order for them to ship me a third one. Was good. It had just a little bit of corner damage and shit. But, I mean, this is what you gotta expect from a pop this big. This pop is fucking ginormous. And it's no joke that it's ginormous. It takes up a fuck load of space.
It's so big.
Out of box, it takes up a fuck load of space. There's a guy, I forget the name of his company. Oh, I haven't used him in a while. He actually made plastics for the Han Solo. He was able to have a company make it. He didn't think it was going to happen, but it did. So I have mine in a plastic from that guy, and the plastic itself was like $20-$30, somewhere in there. So I mean, I was into this pop like $90. I think it was at the end of the day. I was into this pop with the plastic and the pop. So if it's anything like before, I think this is going to be an expensive pop like the last one. And like I said, man, it is just a lot of space. If it's like the previous Han Solo one, which it looks to be, they just stuck Lando in it and stuck it in a different box. The Millennium Falcon itself is really cool. They have a good amount of detail in it. They got all kinds of parts and pipes, as you can kind of see on the front here. It's very cool, minus the pop. Okay, and then you add the pop and it adds just a little bit more to it. It's on like a Star Destroyer platform, like if it was flying over the Death Star. So you got all that built into the platform as well that makes it stand. Like I said, though, it takes up a ton of space. It's ridiculous how much space this thing takes up.
It's so big.
God, I bet if I move my head, if you look way back there in the middle, right below Galactus, you can see the Han Solo and the Millennium Falcon. Now that's all the way back against the wall. And it still sticks out from my shelf that's a foot deep. It sticks out a good 3 or 4 more inches past the shelf. Now these shelves are like 3 feet wide. Yeah, they're about 3 feet wide. And this fucker takes up a third, at least a third, if not a little bit more, width-wise. So, and the height has got to be 18 inches or a foot to 18 inches. I mean, it's just, I'm just warning you, if you haven't seen it in person or you haven't picked it up, I'm just warning you now, it takes up a fuckload of space and you better be prepared because it's unreal how much space this thing takes up. It's so big that I thought about making a custom pop display that would have this guy in the middle and then pops on shelving around it because it's just so fucking big. You could put it in the middle of the room and take up a whole floor. Anyways, that's Lando. It's cool as fuck, but pre-warned, the space is a major issue with that pop. Last but not least, we got Princess Leia. I really like this pop a lot, and I might try to pick it up.
I like it a lot.
As I've said before, I like these boxes. The black simple box. I'm not a fan of this digitized front, as you know, but the box is simple. It's straightforward. I like that. It's a 2022 Galactic Convention exclusive. It's her from the first movie. The first ever Star Wars movie, when she's in her little white dress with the blaster, the buns on the side, taking care of business. I love it. I love this look. This is Princess Leia to me. You know, she obviously only has this look one time in the Star Wars series when she's young and naive and doesn't know better. The rest of the time she's in like combat gear or she's fucking half naked. So I like it. As far as the pop itself goes, it's a very ordinary pop with a dress. There's no special anything. You get a blaster, right? I'm still on the fence whether I like this eyelash thing they do on the side of the eyes or not. I don't know. I kind of sway. Different day, different time. I might be like, oh, that's kind of cool. Other day, other time, I'm like, oh, that's kind of annoying.
Is he gonna say giggity? Should I say giggity? Are other people allowed to say giggity? Giggity.
The buns on the side, you gotta have it. That's the Princess Leia look. You gotta have the buns on the side. So that's the show. If you haven't taken the time to subscribe, like, comment, do that shit for me, please. I mean, it would help a ton.
So pretty please, with sugar on top.
We're starting to pick up some subs here and there, and I really appreciate it. I mean, I think we're up to a handful of subs, so I'd like to kind of keep that momentum going. A few subs every time, and it'll make me happy. If you got any suggestions, show ideas, anything like that, please throw it down in the comments, man. I want to improve this. I know the handful of things I can do is get the lighting better, get my audio locked down, get better camera, all this type of stuff. This is all stuff I pull a little bit of money aside when I have the little extra money, and I put it in a little savings fund to improve the show. I had to take all that plus take some more out of other stuff so I could get my audio back on par. But, I leave your comments. I can't improve if I don't know what to do. Appreciate your time, and until next time.